You have nothing to talk about unless there's a them. Oh, the evil. Oh, it's everywhere. No, you know what's everywhere? Fast food, junk food, and you're eating all of it. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. What's going on, fam? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with some more nuts on yo chin. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the Salty Sack, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Just sipping on some tea. Actually, it's coffee. And it's absolutely delicious. Don't be jelly. Don't be jelly. Coffee's delicious. As it should be. Well, that just makes sense. Coffee being delicious and tasty and good for you, it just makes sense. What doesn't make sense is this nonsense that we're gonna dip into today. That obesity, the word, that's right, is a slur. It's a slur, people. The word obesity is a fucking slur. Did you know that? No? You didn't know that? Well, it's probably because it's not true. It's not true. Obesity is not a slur. It's a medical term for being too fucking fat, for being too much human when you shouldn't be so much human. That's what it means. But we'll get into that in just a second. Again, if you're brand new, smash that subscribe button, but also check all the gains below the beard. No. Eyes up here, ladies and gentlemen. Eyes up here. I know, you're miring the beard, and I appreciate it. I've had way too much coffee. But check all the links in the description if you want to learn more about joining the Swole fam over at swolenormousx.com. Also, over at swolenormousx.com, you can download the 7 pillars of Swolenormous absolutely free. It's right there at the top in the red bar at the top of the website. And of course, you can try a free Swolga class down below. Apparel, a lot of stuff is down below the beard, so go check that out. Today's topic, again, is about obesity. So let me preface this with the actual tweet. This is what has happened on the interwebs. It's like this fucking swamp of shit is really what it is. I covered this in a recent Extra Thirsty over on the Daily Swole channel, so go check that out as well. It's in the related channels and the playlists are down below too as well. This is from Artist's Alley, otherwise known as Mean Fat Girl, with some colorful lines and some lipstick. All right, so we got an activist on our hands, an activist, someone that is complaining about language, words that people use that hurt people's feelings when in reality, objective truth shall rise to the top. Hopefully, that's why I'm making this video. Here's the tweet. When you see people say obesity, replace it with, quote, fat people instead, and then see how it reads. It reads fine. They both mean the same fucking thing. I'll wait to give you my feedback. It's so hard to read through this without just ripping it to shreds from the start. The word obesity, in quotes, it's in quotes as if it doesn't mean anything. It's obesity. Yeah, it's being too fucking fat. Okay, the word obesity lets people objectify fat people. Well, you're a big object, and put some distance between what they are proposing and the people they are proposing to do it to. What are we doing to obese people? They're doing it to themselves. I don't understand. Don't let them have that. Who's them? Is it me? Is it the muscular white male? Oh, is it my white privilege? Is it the fact that I am a fucking white muscular male? I have fit privilege. I have hard work fucking privilege. I have taking care of my body privilege. Goddamn right I do. I got motherfucking swole privilege because I put effort in to my health. Let's look at this post for what it is. Are we objectifying fat people by using the word obesity? I think we're describing fat people. Now, if she wants me, I don't know, can I call you a she? I don't know, is that the right pronoun for you? If I use the word obesity, obese person, fat person, you're just too much beast. That's it. Fat, obese, I'll call you whatever you want. You want me to call, like, this person wants me to say fat people? Fine, I'll say both. You know, you can have different words that mean the same thing. It's called a dictionary. It's called synonyms. Look in a thesaurus. You have words that mean similar things or the same thing as other words. That's right. There's more ways to describe things. Are you trying to go all 1984 on us? Are you trying to create some form of newspeak? Are you trying to whittle down what we can and can't say? How's that sound, fam? Does that sound like a good move? Does that sound like a good direction? We're starting to call things slur. The word slur is getting thrown around. Just like the term racism, it's getting thrown around to the point where it doesn't fucking mean anything. anything. Everyone that's against you is a bad person, the bad people, them. Don't let them have that. Who the fuck are you talking about? You gotta have a them, otherwise you don't have any message. You have nothing to talk about unless there's a them. Oh, the evil. Oh, it's everywhere. No, you know what's everywhere? Fast food, junk food, and you're eating all of it. I'm on fire. I'm on fire, fam. Oh, God, these people. That is why the word is a slur. Is it? Because that word only exists. The only reason the word obesity exists is to perpetuate the dehumanization. This is a human being typing this. It's not a bot. Only exists to perpetrate the dehumanization that allows the scapegoating and the punishment of fat people as a group. It lets you not think of us as people, but we are people. Okay, let's get into this one. Yeah, we know. Obese people, fat people. Who says the obese? There's no fat epidemic. We call it the obesity epidemic because it's a medical epidemic. The reason why it's a medical term, by the way, it's because when so many fat people show up in fucking hospitals, like that need medical care from heart disease, cancer, fucking high blood pressure, diabetes, people that need inpatient care because they can't fucking move or wipe their own ass, or they need to be lifted off with a crane out of their fucking house. There was a term, a medical term for that because it's seen a lot in medicine. You know what the opposite term is? Healthy, fit, but that's an evil word too. That's an evil word. I made that, remember transformation pictures show white supremacy? You see what these arguments, you can't be right. You can't talk one side or the other. You're wrong no matter what. That's why it's a them. That word only exists. The only reason the word obesity exists is to perpetuate the dehumanization that allows the scapegoating. Scapegoating of what? It's not a scapegoat to say that the obesity and the disease in this country is bringing down and crushing our sick care system. There are a lot of things wrong from big food and big pharma, but also the people that aren't taking control of their health, that are just relying on government assistance and the medical system, and I'm the one that's paying it with my taxes. And I take care of my body. And all this shit, insurance and fucking health insurance and premiums are through the fucking roof because these companies have to cover all this bullshit that shouldn't fucking exist. I don't know what this means. I really don't. I mean, you're looking at this too, fam, so drop a comment down below if you understand what the fuck this person's talking about. It lets you not think of us as people. Obese people, fat people. I know you're a person. You're a person that's too much human. You're too much person. You got too much on you. I'm well aware you're a person. I always think of you as people because you're fat people. You're obese people. Something is good. Something is great. Something is excellent. Something is fantastic. Something is extraordinary. Something is... Those are all synonyms. Different words that can mean the same thing. It's called language. Again, stop trying to cut down on what we can and can't say. This is the beginnings. This is not even the beginnings. We're well into it. This is the beginnings and really well into this restriction of freedom of speech. This is how it starts. You start giving a mouse a fucking cookie. Don't give any of these people cookies. They don't need any more cookies. But you give a mouse a cookie, he's gonna want a fucking glass of milk, right? You give an inch, they take a mile. Everyone wants these little concessions until they have their fist so far up your fucking ass, they're just using you as a goddamn puppet. But it's a science word in the following tweet. Yeah, it is. Try it sometime. Or are you discounting science too? Are you trying to get rid of STEM? Are you trying to get rid of science, technology, fucking engineering and math? You trying to get rid of all that? All the stats, all the things that tell us factually that this is fucking real, that give us any kind of understanding of our objective environment. Well, maybe it's time that the scientific community stops treating fat people like lab rats. Stop eating lab food. You're making yourself a lab rat by eating all this chemical garbage. Doesn't even make sense. Who? What scientific community is treating fat people like lab rats? Obese people like what are you talking about? What are you talking about? No one knows what the fuck you're saying because it doesn't make a sense. Because they already have a goddamn century of research telling them that they can't actually make our bodies do what they want. It is enough. They have a century. So the scientific community has a goddamn century of research telling the scientific community that they can't actually make our bodies do what they want. Who's trying to make anyone's body do what they want? Look, you have a right to be fat. You have a right to be obese. You have a right to be whatever you want. Isn't that the beautiful thing about our country? Isn't that the beautiful thing about many countries in this world that are trying to promote freedoms? That are trying to promote freedom of expression? Now, as much as I hate these fucking shit posts, I still think they have a right to be shared. I think that social media should be a public utility. I think it should be more open-ended. I think we need more discourse and more discussion from people that have intelligence on the subject, that can speak on this bullshit. But we don't have that. We have this little fucking word vomit that means nothing. There's no dehumanization. There's no scapegoating. There's no punishment. You're punishing yourself with this fucking mindset of playing the fucking victim. It's nauseating. You're making me physically fucking sick with this bullshit. How do people feed into this nonsense? I don't know, fam. Does any of this make any sense to you? This tweet is just, it gets likes, it gets shares, and this is just the tip of the fucking iceberg. But this is the beginning. There's no dehumanization, there's no scapegoating, there's no punishment. The only people that are being the scapegoat, the only people that are being punished are people like myself that are getting pushback for talking about objective reality, facts, the realities of obesity. All of you that comment down below about how you used to be obese and you lost 100 pounds and it changed your fucking life. You couldn't breathe, you got out of breath when you walked up a flight of fucking stairs, you had joint pain, you had back pain, you would like just fucking problems. Drop your story down below. You are the ones that are showing how this is nonsense. You are the scapegoats. We are the fucking scapegoats. Now it's like negative to talk about being fit and healthy. You can't even say that shit because everyone's fit, everyone's healthy, everyone's beautiful just the way they are. No one has to change. You do a fat fucking mukbang. You go and stuff your fucking face. We need more pictures of fat people. We need more obesity promotion. We need more fat acceptance. We don't need to promote nonsense. Not everyone deserves a seat at the fucking table. That's the problem, is that they do, but they don't. If you are willing to address the reality, you deserve a seat at the table and you have rights as a person, as an individual. I think anyone watching, you have the right to post what you want, you have the right to say what you want. What you don't have the right to do is to tell other people how they should speak and what words they can and can't fucking use. They're words. If you can't handle it, then you should stay away from people that use words. Stay inside, don't fucking go on Twitter, don't expose your eye holes to it, don't complain, don't bitch and moan, just ignore it. You don't have to internalize it. You don't have to say something every time you have a thought. You don't have to engage. If you don't like it when people say those things that hurt your feelings, just ignore it. It's on you. I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's on you. The way you internalize this shit is on fucking you. There's no dehumanization, there's no scapegoating, there's no punishment. Obesity is not objectifying fat people, it's describing fat people. It's a medical fucking term because a medical fucking problem. But what are your thoughts? What's your fat story? What's your obesity story? Sorry, I don't want to dehumanize you. Drop in the comments down below. And if you're tired of this fucking bullshit and you want some fitness without the fucking bullshit, make sure you subscribe and also check out swolenormousx.com so you could join the greatest fitness fam in the realm. Whether you are obese or fat or skinny, young, old, beginner, expert, you can benefit tremendously. And we have everyone from all walks of life around the fucking world, mind you. Inside Swolenormous X, we got the Summer Swole special going on right now. Full programs, a full yoga studio, a full meditation center called Brain Gains. It's awesome. Virtual trainer, master classes, entire recipe archive. We have the nutrition jumpstart, the elimination process. Everything is laid out for you. We have weekly accountability meetings. You will change your fucking life, I promise you, as thousands of members have done already. Check out the links below for Swolenormous X, and I will see you real soon for some more nuts on yo chin. Peace the fuck out.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown. You are the king in the apology. You about to see